Here's the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
No strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 1-0.
That missed. That's the ball.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Here it comes. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that misses, ball four. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch.
Oh, that's high.
1-0 pitch on the way. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-0 now. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce. The 3-0. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So now here is Bryce Harper looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
First and second here with nobody out. Inside and low, 2-1.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far this inning.
Here's the 2-1. Now a ground ball for Altuve, could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. A ball and no strikes. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here it comes, 1-0.
Nope.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Two balls and a strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And their runners at the corners now. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The payoff pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Zach Wheeler gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, this guy's one of the best right-handed arms in the game of baseball. I was fortunate to be able to be at Philly spring training camp a couple of years ago and watched him throw from the bullpen mound, and my mouth just dropped how good this guy is. He has that explosive fastball down in the zone, great assortment of off-speed pitches. This is one of the top pitchers in the game, and if he's on, good luck getting any knocks off this guy.
First pitch on the way. Jose Altuve is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's ready. Now the pitch. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Fouled off. Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Segura for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Batting third. The third baseman.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I think Yordan Alvarez is certainly a guy we could be excited to see play. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Here's the first pitch. Alex Bregman is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
1-0.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. It's the Phillies 1 and the Astros 0. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. Now here's the first offering. Here's a called strike about thigh high. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Miller drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The three true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
The 1-1 is strike two, swinging.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis.
The third baseman, number 8.
As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Now here it comes. Fouled away. The 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. McCormick is under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 37.
Up next, number 37. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the first pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Tucker waits on it, and that's the third out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Philly. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jordan Alvarez as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with
Batting
2 strikes.
fifth.
That elevated
The
fastball.
shortstop.
Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Wheeler is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced?
The right
3 of
fielder.
them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Tucker.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
2 out, nobody on. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out this side in order. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring in Gene Segura.
The second baseman, Gene Segura.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
1-1. Here it comes. Outside. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And the pitch on 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. From the stretch.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across the score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Harper leads off second with nobody out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-1.
Oh, yeah.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The next 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now to bat, JT Realmuto looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Hit.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a liner. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Andrew McCutchen is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Verlander now on 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
You know, he put himself in trouble right here, but he is finding a way to make pitches, and he's got a chance to get out of this thing.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and you can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Brad Miller. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Correa is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And now the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Fly ball to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Chas McCormick.
Next to stand in is Chas McCormick. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Harper at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Martin.
Ready now is Martin Maldonado. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Segura has a play. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail in this one 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Freddie Galvis.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Verlander deals the 3-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. A little bouncer. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting, number 37.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, number 37. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Galvis on at first, nobody out. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now back, second base.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Ball 1. Segura swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Runner goes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Galvis rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they move on top 4-0. And he'll get in there safely.
The right fielder.
That could
3.
prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run. If they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Skied into straightaway right. Tucker waits on it. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can. And that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1.
That's the ball.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 5-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose.
First pitch on its way.
Altuve.
And it's fouled away. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Now to the plate, here is Michael Brantley. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Fouled off. Struck out in his first at-bat. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And it's 1-2. Wheeler's ready. Here's the delivery. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Zach Greinke, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 21, Zach Greinke.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, career line against Greinke. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Hey, it's really hard as a pitcher when you're not able to throw the ball in the strike zone to try to get some outs. And that really was his demise in this one. 5 walks, had a difficult time finding the strike zone.
First offering on its way. Andrew McCutcheon is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes.
Now batting.
Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifted the other way out to left center. Brantley is under it. And he makes the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Astros, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Yordan Alvarez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Fouled away.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2-2.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Kyle Tucker is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Wheeler gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Justin Verlander gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
Number 37 is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Pitch on the way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Verlander has finished off more than 2,900 innings during his time in the major leagues. And with over 3,000 strikeouts, he's approaching the top 15 on the all-time strikeouts leaderboard. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
He'll try again, 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Gene Segura standing in, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
2-1 now. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Count remains 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Set and the pitch. Segura, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a throw over, runner back safely. The 1-0.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
One and one, here it comes. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two. Runners on first with one down. And he got him.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Two out with the man at first. Segura runs. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Pitch is popped up. Hoskins is under it near the mound, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Number 37 is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Pitch on the way. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
I know it's the first inning, but he better find his release point on that breaking stuff or he's in for a long day.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We are still scoreless. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
17, Rhys Hoskins.
First offering.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Lays off 2-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box, JT Realmuto.
The catcher.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses up and in. Verlander is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now at the plate is Andrew McCutchen. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball.
The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There is Altuve. The tag gets one to Gurriel, and they get them both.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Judy McCoy.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Didi Gregorius. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
The count now at 2-2. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Fouled off. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez.
Leading off
set to
for
lead
the
off the
Astros,
home half of the second.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Astros have pulled back even now with 1 run apiece. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2-1 after the foul ball there. No outs, nobody on. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Again, another foul ball. shoots this one over to first. Hoskins has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting sixth, the right fielder.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
In now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
That one's in there, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Popped him up. Galvis in foul ground, and no one will track it down. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCutchen is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Astros able to tie it here on the solo home run. We've played 2, all even now at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Brad Miller.
Brad Miller.
Here's the first pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Tucker is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the 1st down.
Batting 9, the 3rd baseman, number 8, Freddie Galvis.
So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia 3rd. And up next, the former Philly shortstop Freddie Galvis. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Galvis, a Venezuelan-born ball player, is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing 3rd base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today. Playing shortstop, you have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive, reactionary position. You have to come get it, go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
So now to the plate, number 37, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Here comes the 1-2.
Inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
No,
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Got a full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Phillies down in order. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
Now the first pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-0 home.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. One out now in the Houston third. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. And now the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter
Now
when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in Gene Segura.
The second baseman, Gene Segura.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Jumping all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Hoskins.
Next up, Rhys Hoskins. Off to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Chasing after it is Tucker. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Michael Brantley becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. Now the 1-0. One run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 2-1.
That's down. Ball.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Galvis is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto.
JT.
First pitch on the way.
1-0. Ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Verlander gets the sign. 2-0 on its way. Too high.
3-0.
And it's 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on. 3-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that's going to land foul. Verlander deals the 3-2. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One and one to Andrew McCutchen.
1-1.
One run, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Fouled off. The 1-2.
2-2.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Next to dig in, Didi Gregorius will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The pitch. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up is the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
This is line to left. McCutchen is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yulieski Gurriel.
Digging in next, Yuli Gurriel flew out in his only at-bat so far. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Chad McCormick.
Next, it'll be Chas McCormick looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Ball 1. Correa stands at second with 2 gone. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-0.
3 balls, no strike.
And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the catcher, Martin.
2 on, 2 out.
Maldonado.
And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. First pitch of the AB now. Comes set. The 0-1.
1-1.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Two men are on with two men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Here's a fly ball, well hit. McCutchen going back. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Now back, second baseman, Jose.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Hit hard up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 4-1 Houston. So here's the Phillies DH, Brad Miller. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch on its way from Verlander.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0 home.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Shot to third and handled for the first out.
The third baseman, number 8, Freddie Galvis.
At the plate now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Lifted the other way to left center. Brantley is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, number 37.
So next to hit is number 37. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
And he fouls this one off.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Number 48 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 48.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder
Astros,
Michael Brantley.
The left fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch on its way. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but
now
probably
batting,
too good to take.
baseman,
And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter,
Yordan Alvarez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Alvarez is off at first with 2 away. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Now that's popped up, and no one will get this one.